Now as the cars line up on the grid for the first and only race of the Lotus Cup UK today, Alex Reid takes pole position, followed closely behind by Adrian Hall and then Adam Ballon. It is the 1 hour race, so anything can happen. So it's about time that I step out the way and you watch the action.
Thanks very much, Kiri. As Alex Reid then lines up on pole position for the biggest round of the year in the Lotus Cup UK calendar. Everybody wants to win the Lotus Festival, and Alex Reid has given himself that best chance so far. Lining up in second place and pole position in the open class is Adrian Hall, ahead of Adam Ballon in the newly upgraded to 2015 spec green V6 Cup Exige. Taking pole position and fourth place on the grid overall. Pole position in 211 classes Ken Savage, with Harry Woodhead returning to series directly behind him on the grid in 6. James Little and Andrew Bentley are on pole in the production class then. As the cars enter clearways, the safety car will peel off into pit lane as the grid begins to form up into their 2x2 formation. Waiting for the lights to go out here at Brands Hatch for the Brands Hatch Lotus Festival. Alex Reid pacing the field as the lights go out now. And it's a great start by Adrian Hall as he gets his head just into Paddock Hill Bend. Alex Reid fights back there up the inside and pushes Adrian Hall out wide. Great move by Alex Reid up the inside of Paddock Hill Bend for the first time. On board with Ken Savage, who loses out to Adam Gore as they head up the hill and to Harry Woodhead. So Alex Reid with his nose just ahead in his newly liveried V6 Cup are ahead of Adrian Hall in the open class car as they head through Druids. As the rest of the field stream through, James Little there just fending off Ryan Savage as they head down towards Graham Hill Bend, with the entire field making it through safely. On board with James Little, Craig Denman there just to the right hand side. Tom Chataway there just ahead in the white 211. Ian Fenwick to the right, who's just going to begin to pull away now. So Alex Reid streaking away then from Adam Gore with 2 V6 Cup from Track Club, followed by Adam Gore's Rob Boston run car in third position. Moves aplenty all the way through the field. That's the Britain V6 Cup Arb slipping back a little bit further now. Field just starting to spread out there. Harry Woodhead, former Ginetta Junior champion, back in the field this weekend. James Little managed to put a bit of a gap now between himself and Ryan Savage in the production class. So at the end of the lap, Alex Reid has a hefty advantage, but Adam Gore has found a way past Adam Ballon. Adam Ballon now under pressure from Harry Woodhead as well. Jonathan Walker ahead of Ken Savage in the yellow Perry's at Lotus 211. You can see Tom Chataway back out as well here at Brands Hatch. But Alex Reid in his newly livery car, looks fantastic that car. Just managed to put a bit of space between himself and Adam Gore, who's found a way past Adam Ballon. They wide the way through Druids down towards Graham Hill Bend. On board then with Ken Savage in the yellow Perry's 211, all over the edge of the track. He's going to be a bit careful of those track limits. He's in pursuit of Jonathan Walker, who's making a return to the series this weekend, dovetailing with his Lotus Cup European campaign. Ken Savage gets nice and close in the braking before the cars head out now onto the longer part of the Grand Prix circuit, down towards Johnny Herbert Bridge. No such problems over for Alex Reid, who's continuing to head this field at the moment. Really impressive stuff this season from Alex Reid, very young man, making a debut in the series this year and has been at the front end for the entirety of the season so far. As they wind their way through Westfields, to the old Dingadale and up towards what is called now known as Sheen, before winding their way through the left-hander in Stirlings, before making their way back down towards the Indy circuit. The cars break down into the lower camber part of the circuit and carry a lot more speed than they think, thanks to the adverse camber of the corner. Feels still quite bunched together though. Alex Reid just stretching his legs a little bit further ahead. Adrian Hall there, having had some earlier problems now, starting to fight his way back through the field. Adam Ballon just slipping further back now from Adam Gore, with Harry Woodhead in hot pursuit as well. Simon Deacon there in the black 211 just coming over the start and finish line ahead of Adrian Hall, who's also making recovery through the field. Adam Gore, though, just starting to erode a bit of that gap now as he closes in on Alex Reid. Harry Woodhead getting even closer now to Adam Ballon through Druids. Adam Knight just slipping a bit further back, the reigning champion then, under a bit of pressure this weekend. Needs a good performance to get his championship back on track. Adrian Hall there, all over the back of Simon Deacon as they head into Graham Hill Bend. Goes for the switch back then along the bottom straight. Let's go on board once again with James Little as they head down towards Graham Hill Bend in the lead of the production class at the moment. Keeping some of the Supersport cars just ahead of him on it as well. So Adam Gore getting closer now to Alex Reid as they head through Westfield. Adam Bauer now definitely under pressure from Harry Woodhead, who closes right in on Westfields that time round. Jonathan Walker got Ken Savage full in his mirrors now. Adam Knight just started to get onto the back of this pack once again. But another lap or so and Alex Reid will definitely be under pressure then from the charging Adam Gore. Adrian Hall then has managed to clear Simon Deacon and sets off in chase of that leading pack. Don't count Adrian Hall, very, very quick driver. Very developed car there by most of the sports cars. It should be a threat come the latter half of this race. Cars wind their way up towards Druids. Adam Gore then getting closer and closer to Alex Reid. It's the track club run car of Alex Reid versus the Rob Boston run car of Adam Gore. Harry Woodhead just can't get quite close enough to Adam Ballon. Adam Ballon now running in full 2015 spec with the latest ABS upgrade to match the rest of the cars in the field now. We go on board once again with Ken Savage right all over the back of Jonathan Walker as they head out through Surtees and down towards Johnny Herbert Bridge as they head towards Hawthorns. Will be close enough come the end of the straight to make a move. Has a little cheeky little look into Hawthorns. Very difficult to pass there. Line astern then as they come through Hawthorns up towards Westfield. Ken Savage needs to have a nice exit through here to have any chance of a run up in towards Sheen. Alex Reid now managed to control the pace. Adam Gore's attack seemingly has halted a bit. He's holding distance now. Ken Savage though has got Jonathan Walker firmly in his sights. Bit of a poor start from Ken Savage. Slipped down from fourth on the grid, and just having to try and fight his way back into the top three positions. Lead pair with about 3 or 4 second advantages then over the chasing pack as Harry Wood gets very close to Adam Ballon as they go over the start and finish line this time. Adrian Hall now closing in on Adam Knight in the black Lotus 211. The reigning champion going to be coming under pressure from Adrian Hall very shortly. Harry Woodhead goes up the inside. He has a move, takes a move. What a fantastic move by Harry Woodhead up the inside of Adam Ballon into Druids. He makes a move stick. Adam Ballon runs deep. He's now under pressure from Jonathan Walker. Now, will this allow Harry Woodhead to break away and close the gap on the group just in front of him? Ken Savage now wants in a bit of the action. Adam Ballon, I suggest, is going to become the cork in the bottle. All the cars queuing up to get by him as Jonathan Walker has a look up the inside. Not quite close enough this time. Will he have a run, though, down towards Hawthorns? Adam Ballon having to get very defensive very early. Alex Reid just putting a bit of clear air between himself and Adam Gore now. But that has allowed Harry Woodhead to break clear and put some gap between himself and Adam Ballon already after only 2 corners. What can he do now? He's got that car out of the way. Can he close in on the lead pair of Alex Reid and Adam Gore? Harry Woodhead there in the open class car ahead of the green V6 Cup of Adam Ballon, who's coming under pressure now from Jonathan Walker. Adrian Hall is almost to the back then of Adam Knight as they head over to start another lap. Again on board with Ken Savage looking for a way past Jonathan Walker. Jonathan Walker in turn looking for a way past Adam Ballon as they head into Paddock Hill Bend. Not quite close enough this time for Ken Savage in the yellow Perry's Lotus 211. Run by Track Club. Let's look at the inside. Gets very, very close to Jonathan Walker. I think he might just have been a little bit of a touch there by Ken Savage on Jonathan Walker. No harm done. Jonathan Walker, though, all over the edge of the track. Needs to be mindful of those track limits at the track edges. Runs right out to the right-hand side. And I say that, Ken Savage also takes over the edge of the track limits. Drivers need to be very, very careful that the penalties can be quite severe. Ken Savage lines up to get a good run through then. Surtees gets nice and close to Jonathan Walker as they blast out onto the Grand Prix circuit. Jonathan Walker took right up behind Adam Ballon. Harry Woodhead now comfortably there as Jonathan Walker goes up the inside of Adam Ballon into Hawthorns. That's a fantastic move by Jonathan Walker up the inside. Adam Ballon then going to be under pressure from Ken Savage into Westfields as well. Can Ken Savage make it stick? Oh, very close at the apex there. Just manages to get out of it. We go on board to see a replay. A gutsy move then from Jonathan Walker up the inside. Forces Adam Ballon wide. Ken Savage tries to take advantage of it as well. Not quite close enough to make it stick. Ken Savage has to get on the brakes to avoid contact at the apex. Good fair racing then from all the drivers, and a great move by Jonathan Walker to take 4th position then from Adam Ballon, who's slipped back down from 3rd to 5th. Jonathan Walker now streaking clear of Adam Ballon, who's coming in pressure from Ken Savage as well. Alex Reid making his way through the back markers with Adam Gore in hot pursuit. Alex Reid just managed to have stretched a bit of advantage now over Adam Gore as they make their way through the back markers. James Little still at the head of the production class battle. We'll be handing over to Andrew Bentley at the mandatory pit stops, which will be coming up very shortly. Alex Reid with a couple of second advantages then ahead of Adam Gore. So a couple of the back markers now coming into play. Jonathan Walker making his way through. Now Adam Ballon's going to catch that back marker in the middle of Hawthorns. Can Ken Savage take advantage of that? Into Westfields. Sadly not this time through either. As the race reaches the halfway point, we'll be making our way towards the mandatory pit stops very, very shortly. Join us after the break as the drivers will be taking their mandatory pit stops.